Welcome to Trey Brooks' segment on the secret society that will blow your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story about a secret society that helps the poor and focuses on kindness and dignity. This is the story of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows.
Smart Sound.
The Independent Order of Odd Fellows was first established in 1819 by Thomas Wildey in Baltimore, Maryland. Before he moved to the United States in 1817, Wildey became a member of the British Odd Fellows. After the War of 1812, Wildey found himself right in the middle of extreme tensions between the British and America. As the Odd Fellows were sworn to fight for social advancement, Wildey felt that America needed its own group of Odd Fellows just as much as England did. The first meeting of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows took place at 7 Stars Inn. The Odd Fellows were formed to promote personal and social development. According to their mission statement, their purpose is to visit the sick, relieve the distressed, bury the dead, and educate the orphan. They strive to improve and elevate the character of mankind by promoting the principles of friendship, love, truth, faith, hope, charity, and universal justice. To help make the world a better place to live by aiding each other, the less fortunate, the youth, the elderly, the environment, and the community in every way possible. To promote goodwill and harmony amongst peoples and nations through the universal principle of fraternity, holding the belief that all men and women, regardless of race, nationality, religion, social status, gender, rank, and station, are brothers and sisters. Today, the Independent Order of Odd Fellows is working behind the scenes all over America to better society. It is estimated that they spend over $775 million on relief projects annually, provide substantial loans and grants to students, and provide caring homes for children in over 132 countries over the world. So whenever you feel dejected at the injustices of humanity, remember that there are people out there that are doing their best to better the world, and they may be closer than you think. This has been Trey Brooks, signing off.
On the morning of the hijacking, all 19 terrorists successfully passed security, despite the fact that a large portion of them failed initial screenings, and a portion even yet failed secondary screenings. Those who failed were simply required to get on the same plane as their luggage, merely sealing everyone's doom. Once on the plane, the hijackers managed to take all 4 planes without any serious trouble. In the case of a takeover, the first thing pilots are supposed to do is dial a 4-digit code to inform air traffic controllers of a hijacking, yet not 4, not 3, not 2, not 1, but 0 of the flights do this. All commandeered planes ceased to respond to communication, were off course by as much as 180 degrees, and had stopped emitting a signal. Even so, there was a 20-minute delay in reporting Flight 11, and a 40-minute delay in reporting Flight 77. And even after the delay in communication, Air Defense Organization NORAD still had ample time to stop the second and third planes. However, NORAD did not choose the closest possible bases to scramble fighters from, and the fighters that were scrambled are estimated to have traveled at a quarter of their maximum speed, using their takeoff arrival timestamps and locations. Also interesting, many fighters were already in the area but were never reassigned to the planes. Understanding operating procedures, the likeliness of this lazy of a response is supposedly infinitesimally small. When the planes did hit the buildings, it is said that the resulting fires were what led to the eventual collapse an hour or two later, where they fell at almost free fall. However, the Windsor building 3 years later burned for 24 hours across its entire structure and remained standing, leaving almost nothing but an array of its concrete and steel supports. In the Windsor fire and other building fires, the entire building does not suddenly fall at the acceleration of gravity, but falls at parts at a time over the duration of the fire. Even if the whole structure did give out, it would not fall at the acceleration of gravity because physics dictates that the 70-plus floors underneath would resist and slow its fall. Also interesting is the size and volume of the debris clouds at the time of the collapse. While most building collapses produce clouds that are only slightly bigger than the size of the original building because of only mixing with the air and no other external forces that push them outward, the debris clouds in 9/11 were multiple times the size of its creator. Many theorists posit that bombs are planted inside the building and detonated in a way that made it look as if fires were the culprit. Many ground-level witnesses attest to this, and I honestly have no other way of explaining where this fire bulge came from that wasn't even remotely present just a few frames before.